All right, y'all, the Fed has spoken and the markets have reacted. Yesterday, the Federal Reserve made some statements, and they're actually fearing that the current rallies we are seeing in the stock market and other risk assets could actually hinder the fight against inflation. And policymakers are worried that they might have to raise interest rates even more, and the markets are absolutely reacting. And so I want to take a look at the dollar, I want to take a look at stocks, I want to take a look at Bitcoin and other cryptos, and we're going to be looking at those very key areas so that we can kind of prepare for what is going to happen next. So some highlights to take away. According to the Wall Street Journal, officials said further rate increases would be necessary. That is very bearish for stocks and risk assets, guys. They said they agreed that rate cuts should not happen in 2023. Again, this is not very bullish news for those of us who are into stocks, who are into cryptos. Okay, this news came out yesterday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And basically, guys, I want to take a look at what this did to the dollar. Okay, right now, this is the dollar on the daily time frame. We can see that we have gotten a very large rally ever since this news was released. After coming down to a key area of support, the dollar has risen about 2%. And I want to talk about the level we're coming to right now. That 105.25 zone is a very crucial area of resistance. And the reason is because of this. First of all, we did come down to a key area of support. You can see we had liquidity right here at this daily level, and we came down, we wicked right into the green box, and we've gotten a bounce. And the reason why this resistance is so key is because it is the doorway to a higher dollar value. This 105.25 area has been resistance once, and then support in August, and then support again in November. And so if we are going to break above this area, it's very, very possible that we come back up to test the next major zone at around 109. If you remember, 109 was a very key resistance, then flipped into support, and then lost. And you can see we have this daily order block around 109, 110. So it's very possible that we could see the dollar get another rally, another potentially 4%. Now, this has had kind of a bearish effect on the stock market. If we take a look right now at the S&P 500, we can see that the S&P 500 has been moving down since getting the rejection back in November from this diagonal trend line. And right now we are kind of ranging within this little mini range, and the daily candle so far has been very bearish. And something that we have to understand is if the S&P 500 is going to lose this 3780 level, we do have a key area of support just below. It's going to be another 2-3% move to the downside. It's that $3,700 area. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit on the chart so that we can see this better. But we have that Fibonacci golden pocket retracement level coming in right around 3,700. And so right now it seems as if there is a potential perfect storm for risk assets to get another move to the downside and the dollar to continue showing strength. But we need to make sure that we don't jump the gun here, because we are not getting bearish until the S&P 500 loses 3780, and we are not getting bullish on the dollar until it can reclaim that 105 level. Now, I do want to take a look at Bitcoin, because right now, guys, Bitcoin being one, I'm a crypto guy, right? And so I'm always looking at these crypto charts. And the asset has been trading very, very technically, okay? We did come down to the key area of support, and everybody has been asking, now that it's 2023, are we going to see some kind of relief rally? Is the bottom in for crypto? I think if we keep an eye on the dollar, if we keep an eye on the S&P 500, we can gather information that will help us come to the right decision, because as traders, and I am a trader, I don't really rely too much on sentiment. I rely on what is happening on the charts here and now. And right now, Bitcoin has come up to a key area of resistance after finding major support down at this level. Now, this bounce right here was a trade setup given in advance over in my VIP Discord. I wanted to see us come down to that $16,300 level with bullish divergences on my indicator. I did take the long, guys. I obviously have hit a take profit, as you can see, but I am still holding the long. Okay, I'm going to talk about why. I do believe there's a good chance we could see more upside next week. Okay, and then of course, after we got that first long, we did also get a bounce from the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement, which made for the second Bitcoin long that I'm in right now. So I'm currently in 2 Bitcoin longs. You can see I've taken profits on both, but I'm still holding the position. Why am I still holding the position? I'm going to get into that, okay? Now, yesterday, again, Bitcoin did come up to this key area of resistance, and if we take a look at the chart right here, okay, we can see that when we came up to that key area of resistance, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, we saw something that is very, very bearish. Okay, we saw the momentum waves on market cipher B getting lower, and we saw that money flow on market cipher B also getting lower. This historically is a top signal right here, which is why I also did give the setup yesterday in the VIP Discord. I saw the bearish divergences forming, and I was either looking to take out the high, the local high, or get another move up to fill the single prints at 17,000 for a move to the downside. The first drawing played out literally perfectly. Like, I drew it and Bitcoin did exactly that, which did allow me to get into a short trade. Now, you know, full disclosure, guys, I am in a short trade on Bitcoin. I'm still holding the short trade also on Bitcoin. I'm hedging myself. This is the way I trade. I enter positions. I take profit one. I move that stop loss to the entry. And then it allows me to trade without emotion, because I know whatever happens to the price, I am already in a position where I can be making money. Okay, so let's talk about what is going to happen and what are the key levels that we need to be aware of right now if we want to see more upside for Bitcoin next week. Now, as I was saying, we do have some bearish signals on these lower time frames. So if we go to the higher time frames, if we go to the 8-hour time frame, for example, on the Bitcoin chart, we can see that market cipher B is actually looking kind of bullish. We can see the money flow crossing to the upside, and we know historically when money flow crosses to the upside, like what happened over here in the beginning of December, we did get a little move to the downside, but that was followed by a big pump to the upside. That money flow cross is really no joke. The last time we had an 8-hour money flow cross on the Bitcoin chart was in the end of October, and after a small consolidation period, Bitcoin actually went to put in that high before the FTX dump, a 12% move to the upside. So what I'm saying is, basically what I see on the charts is there's basically room for downside locally, but on the higher term time frame, there is more room for upside. Okay, if the dollar is going to hold resistance at this level of around 105, then I think, and I'm looking in the term of like a week, I think it's possible that the weekly high might be in. It might not be. But if the weekly high is in, then I'm looking for a move to the downside and then another move to the upside on Bitcoin to come up to the key area of resistance that we have in between the $17,200 area and the $17,500 area. Why are we looking for this zone? It's because whenever we're looking to trade any asset, we always want to identify the sideways ranges. That is how we're going to make money as traders. Even this morning, guys, if we go down to a very low time frame, okay, and we take a look at the bounce that Bitcoin got this morning from right here, right? Bitcoin got a bounce right here. Why did we get a bounce from there? It's because it was literally, guys, the low of the mini range that we were trading. And this was a scalp long setup I gave this morning in the VIP Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, if you want to learn how to trade this way, you can check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because it will give you the step A to step Z process system so that you always have a plan in advance. You always know where you're looking to take your next trade, just like how I was looking to take this trade this morning. And then literally, guys, look at this. Boom, we bounce right from the exact level that I was looking at. And it's because we're looking to buy low and sell high. And so the reason why I took a long on Bitcoin from down here at 16,300 is because, objectively speaking, it was low, right? We put in this low here. We know if we come back down into that zone, we're looking to long. That's how I got into this long right here. And now we are waiting for us to fill this value area to the high of the range where we know price is high, and we can look for a short. Okay, we know that price is high, and we can look for a short trade. Now, Something else that we need to keep in mind is the fact that depending on what happens, I believe, in 2023 as far as the Fed goes, will determine how risk assets like stocks and Bitcoin perform. If the Fed remains more hawkish and they're acting like they're going to have to continue tightening or remain as tight as they are right now, I don't believe we're going to see a big movement in Bitcoin or stocks. However, if the Fed starts to act a little bit more dovish, if they're going to stop increasing the interest rates, if they're even going to lower interest rates, then I think that could open up the door for some pretty big price movements. Specifically for cryptocurrency. So the Fed has just made some comments. This is kind of setting the tone for the next rate hike decision that they are going to make. This is setting the tone. This is setting the expectations. Nothing is set in stone yet. If they come out and decide that, hey, we don't need to lower interest rates or whatever, then we can be prepared for a retest of some of the major areas of resistance that we have above us, such as potentially even getting a relief rally all the way back up to the $19,000, $20,000 zone. $19,000, $20,000 zone is very, very, very key because we have a very high volume node right here from the entire month of September and October. And if we can come above that zone, that $20,000 zone, that will actually put us back into the old range where Bitcoin may potentially even get a relief rally up to $25,000. Of course, guys, this is looking very, very far into the future, and this is highly speculative. More locally, what am I looking for? Okay, right now I am looking for potentially a move to the downside, and then I will look to compound my long at this area right here. Okay, we have a local Fibonacci golden pocket retracement coming in right around the $16,600 area. Okay, the zone right in between the Fibonacci golden pocket and the 786, this green box between 16,579 and 16,600. This is the zone where I am potentially looking for Bitcoin to come down, find a bounce like this, and then make that higher high. Okay, if we start to lose this green box, then we have officially put in a lower low on a higher term time frame, and this could very easily turn into a Bart Simpson pattern that takes us down back to the $16,200 lows. So that is my overall outlook on the market right now, guys. This is how I am trading these markets. This is how I am approaching these markets. If you got any value from this video, please make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I do pray that everybody watching this video is very, very blessed. In the name of Jesus, the Messiah, I know not everybody is religious. I still pray if you're watching the video, you are blessed. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.